Hello, hello. All right. So, Aquarians, let's jump on into this one. What I wanted to do is just ask the question, what is it that is making Aquarius particularly attractive at this point in time? Um, and then, kind of, what are the, instead of talking about blockages, like what are the positive things coming in for our Aquarian right now? So, first off, what are the things? Because I think over time, we change, situations change. And so, our character, whoever our fictional character is, we assume that their world will change too, right? Um, and so, what are the things that have shifted that make them attractive right now? Well, somebody's liking the way Aquarius can do a pretty darn good balancing act, a juggling act. They are someone who can probably deal with a lot of different things. They might also, if this is a feminine Aquarian, they may be extremely, how do I want to say it? Like they're something about their femininity is off the charts. Now, this could be like a ton of female empowerment, or this could be someone who's like really exuding just like the power of the divine feminine, and that's a combination of the aspects that we would think of for the power of the moon, right? The moon is gravitational energy. It's also it creates the tides on Earth. It's also that feminine energy is the nurturing energy. So that could be coming across pretty strong right now. Or if this is a masculine Aquarian, their comprehension of the feminine could be extremely like balanced. This is somebody who's like super respectful of, what the divine feminine is. So no matter what, this is a character who is they're being highly regarded right now, not just for their ability to see like the equality and the power, but to also in particular like celebrate something about the divine feminine. And that card specifically has a really important message about the divine feminine. So, and I'll say this, either way, this would be super attractive, right? If it's a feminine who is like totally standing in their divine feminine power, or if this is a masculine totally appreciating the divine feminine or standing in their feminine power, that's super sexy. We've got an Ace of Swords and we got an Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. This is also a character who's very much attuned to signs, signals, synchronicities. They're listening to their guides. We have this Ace of Swords right there in front of the Tree of Life. So that too shows us this wonderful sense of awareness and power. I almost feel like right now somebody is a little bit blown away by the way Aquarius is able to, maybe they're really good at reading people right now. You notice how we have all the runes all around this Ace of Swords that's in front of the Tree of Life with the Norse messengers coming in as with those ravens. It's almost like, I wonder if someone almost thinks Aquarius can like intuit them or read them like a book, like, damn, are you psychic? Like, how in the hell did you know that? And it's like, what do you mean? I can read it. It's written all over you. It's written all around you. I can see the energy of you. This could be an Aquarius who walks right up to somebody, walks in a room, first day at work and goes, you have a headache and you are upset over money loss? What happened? And people are like, how the hell did you know that? Well, because I saw the signs and signals all around. I'm just simply clear on it and I can read it like it was floating in the air around me. If one person's sitting there and they've got that pinched look between their eyes and they're squinting because the light's hurting their eyes, it's like, oh, you got a headache. The other person's obviously sitting there biting their nails and they're checking their phone. You see they're looking at their bank account. They had a problem with their bank. It may not be magic, but it's something that they're just very astute right now. This Aquarius is very astute, and that is coming across as extremely attractive to others. It's like, wow, it feels good to be seen, but it's also, they are kind of looking at it like, oh my God, and Aquarius is such a, like, they're so straightforward about it. They might be really good at dispensing sound advice right now as well. Like Aquarius might be able to just spot it and just be like, okay, here's what you need and here's what you need. And people might be blown away by that, just how straightforward and simple and clear it is. And it does look like, so this is Ganesh, remover of obstacles. But the Eight of Pentacles says, it's going to be really hard. It's going to take a lot more effort. We're not to a 10 yet. We got to work through things. We got to develop a plan. We got to transmit the plan. We got to put it into action. And then we get to move obstacles out of our way and overcome things, and then, get to the place of abundance. I feel like Aquarius has shortcuts for everybody. I feel like they have this unique perspective right now. This Aquarius is on fire right now for being a problem solver. They walk right in, they see it how it is, and they quickly like assess the situation, assimilate the information, and spit back out an answer. And it's like, no, this is not going to be this hard. Let me show you. Here's the quick answer. The short answer is do this and bypass 8 days of anxiety and stress and hard work and just do this one action and it'll get easier. It's like Aquarius is amazing right now at helping people see the clear path, the simple answer to everything. I like to see that. That's unusual. We have a 4 of Swords here as well. With the 4 of Swords, I mean, this is the energy of there's some healing going on, but there's also, I think Aquarius is a really good listener. I don't know if they are just helping people to find pathways to their own healing, or if it's that Aquarius is good at sitting there and listening, and that alone could be something that helps people to heal. There's this element where you notice how the wolf is asleep and it's time to like just sit and be calm, not time to start stirring up trouble and starting to fight. I feel like Aquarius is like a voice of reason in whatever room they enter. They are very, like they just put things in a perspective for people right now. And I think people really appreciate that about this Aquarius. It's coming across as, I almost feel like this is the attractive qualities where people go, wow, Aquarius, they're attractive because look at the skill set that they have. Look at how calm and rational they are. Look at the way that they solve problems. Aquarius comes across as somebody who probably makes people feel pretty safe and pretty good. It's like, oh my God, you're starting to become like their lucky charm, like the room full of people that are like, I want Aquarius to get here because the day's always better when they're here. Like that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting off of this. So other things coming into Aquarian's world right now, we have a 7 of Swords, which is not typically very awesome, but we have a Temperance that follows it up and a Magician that follows it up. I gotta say, if there is other energy that is entering into Aquarian's world, they may be downplaying it a little bit, or they don't really want to. They may tell a white lie about it because they're just like, look, I mean, I've got some really great stuff going on in my life right now. I don't really want to broadcast it because it seems kind of rude when other people might be struggling. But I keep having wins. I keep having things go my way. I keep being able to manifest more and more. And I almost feel like this, a card of a 7 of Swords, we got to first contemplate, why is somebody not telling the truth? Because sometimes not all lies are the same, right? If a character is like, oh my gosh, I just don't even want to talk about all these wonderful things that are popping up for me because if somebody's having a really crap day, I don't want to dump on them and tell them how great everything is for me, because that could be really kind of hurtful. So instead, I'm just going to like maybe, find a way to just be more supportive and be like, oh, I can totally understand, how you would be feeling. I'd feel the same way if I were in your shoes right now. But, there's things get better, and Aquarius might be withholding part of their, like why they believe this. Why do they know that things get better? Because right now they're living it. We've got a lot of positive energy coming in for this Aquarius. So they're not only being someone else's rock right now, and that's making them really attractive, and someone might be leaning on them a little bit, or multiple people are like really pleased to be around this Aquarius. But also Aquarius is like sensitive enough to know not to rub people's noses in all of these wonderful things that are starting to occur in their own life. I feel like it's time for Aquarius to cash in some really good, karmic brownie points. 4 of Pentacles, again, they're holding back though. They're not telling anybody about these opportunities that are popping in, about these things that they're manifesting. I really feel like Aquarius is keeping it under wraps right now. Tell me a little bit more about this. I mean, to have the Magician and the Temperance, by the way, that was Sag, and then also we have Gemini, Virgo there. We got a Queen of Cups and we got the Tower. Is Aquarius about to hear from somebody really special? Somebody who has they've had a major change in their life. Their ego has fallen away. And this is somebody who wants to be incredibly loving, incredibly warm. I feel like This Aquarius is about to have a really like a really nice secret, something about, something gives them a glow. And it's about a Queen of Cups doesn't have to be a feminine. It's just somebody who wants to nurture Aquarius right now. They want to come into this connection. They want to be a part of Aquarian's life. And this is after a big upheaval. This is what's being manifested. This is what's coming in. And I just feel like if Aquarius is kind of like keeping this to themselves, it might be for a very good reason. It could be because this person resurfaces in Aquarian's life after a time period where they either stayed away or there were obstacles. With this Aries energy of the Tower, I mean, this person could have even been difficult to deal with once upon a time. They could have had a ton of pride. They wanted to lead everything, and it said they had to finally surrender, or the universe made them surrender. Again, Aquarius might not be talking about this because it seems like they're very excited. They're very happy about this, but they're trying not to tell everybody about it or rub people's noses in their happiness. This is very much, I don't want to say a dirty little secret. It's not dirty at all. It's a nice secret, but it's their own little warm glow, at least for the time being. Maybe Aquarius is just trying to let stuff, like, let's just let this grow a little bit before I announce it, or let me just enjoy this sweet thing that has shown back up in my life. This Queen of Cups, somebody wants to give an emotional offer to this Aquarian. Natalie D, thank you so much, sweetheart. You are so generous. Thank you for that donation, honey. We got a 6 of Wands as well. Yeah, I feel like this is making Aquarius feel like $1 million. This love offer, this emotional offer that is coming in, it really feels nice. And I think that Aquarius is just like, their chest might be like bursting with joy, but they're just not going to say it all. We have the Hermit here. If they share it with anyone, it may be somebody wise. It may be that they just need to sit with this, and maybe it's just themselves that's wise, that they need to sit with it and say, okay, how do I feel about this? What do I do about this? This person has popped back into my life. They're giving me an offer. It feels amazing. They've changed a lot. They've gone through some shifts and changes, and it feels good, but how do I assimilate this? What do I do with this? It kind of looks like, even if it's exactly what they have wanted, they're still not just going to, change their Facebook status to in a relationship with, so-and-so. They're keeping it under wraps and kind of asking themselves, what happens next? Why did this person show up in my world now? Yes, I might have wanted it. I might have manifested it, but now that it's here, is there a lesson here? Is this something that can go the distance? Is this emotional offer, this nurturing, this loving energy that they're presenting to me? What do I do with this? We have a 7 of Wands. This is a situation that'll probably be fairly transformational. You know how I said at the beginning, it's like Aquarius is able to give amazing advice to others right now. They're being cautious to not be hypocritical about that and say, oh yeah, I give everybody great advice, but I don't have a clue what I'm doing. No, they're like, but the only way to figure out advice is to listen closely. I listen to others closely. I pay attention to the signs and the signals around me. And then sure, I can come up with a kind of a speedy answer for people, but it's because I looked and I listened and I paid attention. Let me do the same thing for myself. Let me give my own situations, my own private life, the same level of consideration. Let me consider the words of this person who's coming in. Let me evaluate what kind of blockages might there be. What kind of areas do we need to grow in? And I do think that this is just about how to have success. I think somebody is coming in and it makes Aquarius really happy, but there are things that they already know we're going to have to work on certain aspects. But it looks very possible because all these wands have flowers growing on them. So the way I would see it, I think that we have an Aquarius that is, they're taking a page out of their own book that they use when they deal with others. They listen closely and carefully. They pay attention. They use their logic. They don't jump to conclusions, but they do see the writing on the wall and they're honest about it. When they see it and they know it, they'll say it out loud. That is a huge benefit to the people around them, and it's a very attractive quality that they have. But now they're using that gift that they possess on themselves in their own situation that has to do with matters of their own heart. And that's how they're not getting lost in emotions, especially when it's somebody who is coming in to say, Aquarius, everything has changed in my life. My ego's gone. I have all of these emotions to share with you. And Aquarius is like, I'm so happy to hear it. Now let me think about this. Let me evaluate stuff. Because they're not just going to take something and run with it and be like, okay, this person's back. Now everything's perfect. We'll never have a problem. This is an Aquarius that is really going to be mindful about things. And I think that's what's going to be the key to the success for this. Boy, that was very sweet and kind of a softer energy on this one, but real sweet, real nice. All right, you guys, I'm going to leave that one there. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you do enjoy the Aquarius reads, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I will see you guys in the next ones. Be hot. Thank you, sweetheart. I know you want a Capricorn tonight. I had just done Capricorn last night, though, and tonight I have to get to Taurus. I think I have Cancer and I have a Fucus still that I have to do tonight. Otherwise they get shorted. So I can't do probably Capricorn until tomorrow. Okay. But I will make sure that I don't miss out on you guys. Thank you, Jojo. Great to see you. And thank you. Yes. Feeling better. Yeah, Jojo, I did put out another Gemini story. Yes. Gemini's got shortchanged earlier in the week. And so you guys have a second Gemini story that I just released for kind of like that second half. What, Lobo 818? Good to see you. I love the dog emoji. Hey, kitty cat. Oh, thank you, kitty cat. This was this jewelry was of course, as always for me, I find things at thrift stores. I love thrift store because I'm always looking for the different, the unique. And it's like, it's interesting. It's asymmetrical, but I don't really know if there was ever another big flower on this side, but I like that it's asymmetrical anyway, so I don't care. But I'm glad you like it. All right, you guys take care. Bye for now.